Hey guys, told you I'm back. I figured I'd go ahead and make a video just to tell everybody what's been going on for the past 7 years. So, that's what I'm going to do. First and foremost, where have I been? Hang on a minute. Okay, just trying to figure out where I need to look on this phone to actually make it look like I'm somewhat talking to y'all and not looking off in any other direction. But basically, for the past 7 years, I've been rebuilding, you could say. Lots happened that I had to kind of step away from YouTube and step away from a lot of stuff that I enjoy, just to basically find myself, for the most part. But basically, if you're with me from the beginning, or you've been with me for a great deal of time, you know that I was married. Me and Linda are divorced now, so that's pretty much what started my kind of self-imposed seclusion from making videos and all that. You know, I will say first and foremost, it was my fault, and you know, there was a lot of stuff that went along with that that I'm not proud of. You know, I'm not going to get into details of it, but it's what it is. And in the divorce, I had to move back home from Mississippi to Louisiana. So, and when I say back home, I said move back in with my parents. And that was tough for a while, and kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. So, you know, that happened. You know, I moved back home and found a job working at a tire shop, and I was there until the business shut down. And then I went to work at a dealership as a mechanic, and I was there for right at a year, and you know, that company wasn't for me, so I went to another dealership. And then right after that's whenever COVID hit, and then all kind of other shit started going down, so I had to leave there and go actually work at a motorcycle shop for a little while. The problem with that was I was driving from Lafayette, Louisiana to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is an hour and a half one way in good traffic every morning, and then again every night, and then sometimes it'd be with traffic or with a wreck or something on the interstate, I'd be 6-7 hours just on the road every night. So that wasn't something I could feasibly keep up for any amount of time. So I went with the company I'm at now, and I've been with them for almost a year now. So that's the work-related aspect of things. The home aspect of things is I, you know, did the whole dating around scene whenever I first got here, and went through about a year of just basically being a fucking hoe. Good times. And then I met one chick. I was with her for right at 4 years, and I really don't know what happened on that one. Basically, she decided she didn't want me anymore. Okay, fine, whatever. And you know, we went our separate ways, and I kept one of the dogs, kept the apartment, and down the line I met the chick I'm with now. She's fucking great. I've been with her going on a year and a half now. So that's that aspect of things. I know some of y'all thinking, when's the last time I went shooting? Last time I actually competed was August of the year before last. Basically what went down with that is I got word that my trainer that actually trained me in competition shooting had passed away. And a few months after that, they were starting to sell off, some of his things, his to, basically downsize what all they had. And I ended up buying his gun safe, which meant a great deal to me, and still does. I did not have a chance to buy one of his pistols, but the day I picked up the safe, I ended up meeting the guy that had one of his pistols, low CZ Shadow SP01. And me and him got talking, and I'm like, dude, if you ever look to sell it, let me know. And long story short, a few months later, I ended up buying it, and I ended up coming back to Mississippi to pick it up on a day when my old range was having a competition. So I went ahead, got back in the saddle, geared up, and shot that match. Completely fucking bombed on it, because that's the first match I've shot in 5-6 years at that point. Well, probably more than that, damn. But I was there for it. And I went shooting over at a little range about 2 hours away this week, and you just kind of get back and set on things. I don't know how often I'm going to be shooting, and I don't know if I'm going to get back into competing. I'm going to try to if I can, but I don't know. But that's as far as that goes. And as far as motorcycles, I've not ridden in going on 3 years. Yeah, if my math right, it's been going on 3 years. The reason for that is whenever I was riding, it was fucking great. And then I ended up buying a truck with my ex whenever I was working at one of the dealerships. And in order to, kind of subsidize what I was spending on bills, I had to take off the insurance on one of my bikes. Yes, I said one of my bikes. Y'all know me. So I just haven't ridden in a long time. But the motorcycles I have now are Honda VTX 1300. I have a Honda Rebel 250 that I'm building. I have Kawasaki Vulcan 800. I have Gixxer 600 that I'm building, and an 82 Harley Davidson Ironhead chopper that belonged to my dad. I've still got to go back to Mississippi and get it, but long story short, this past year has been a really rough one for my family, because not this Christmas, but last Christmas, I lost my grandmother. And then in September of the next year, I lost my biological dad. And a couple months ago, I lost my grandfather. So it's been a rough one here lately, but get through it, man. You gotta live. So there's that. So now I'm going to talk about where I expect the channel to go from here, because I've been so long out the motorcycle game, I've been so long out the shooting game. what am I doing now? Smoking cigars and drinking whiskey. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm about to be 35 years old. I'm not doing the same shit I was a decade ago. So, as far as cigars and whiskey goes, I actually have a Facebook group for local people in Louisiana to get together and meet up, and just hang out for a little bit at local lounges and stuff. I have a lounge I meet up at every other week on alternating Mondays and Wednesdays. So it's just a chance for us to get together and just hang out and talk for a little while and have a good time. So that's what I'm doing with my free time now, and it's going fairly good right now. And while I'm not in the same type of situations I was in whenever y'all last saw me, whenever I last talked to y'all, I'm happy with where my life's going. I'm a whole lot better off than I was then, not just from an aspect of this is what I'm doing, but also from an aspect of this is what I want to do. I'm basically completely changing my mindset on a lot of things because, over the past few years, my mortality has kind of been hitting me on the head, letting me know, hey, you're not fucking immortal, and that's something I didn't have when y'all knew me 10 years ago for damn sure. But, also now that I've been with my girlfriend for going on a year and a half, she has 2 kids, and now I'm realizing I have to be there for them, and I have to lead by example, which is something I wasn't doing at all many years ago. So kind of changed the way I do some things, and y'all are going to see throughout the videos I post. Right now I'm just posting with my cell phone because I don't have any other cameras. I haven't gone into looking at editing software, looking at cameras or any kind of shit for the past decade, because that's not where my focus has been, and it's probably not going to be for a while, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to kind of give y'all an update and let you know, I'm about to come back, but I'm not going to come back with the same content. If you don't want to be a part of that, I completely understand. If you decide you still want to stick around, I'd love to have you. There's been a few people that have been around since, hell, Lewin 1037, back whenever I was 21. Before that channel got hacked, and the channel after that got hacked and all that shit. But I'm just letting you know the channel is going to take a little bit of a detour, but I do hope y'all stick around for it. And I hope you can still get something from it, even though it's not what it used to be, and even though I've been gone for so long. So everybody's here, thank you for being here. And everybody that's been asking where I am, now y'all know I'm gonna stay away doing some completely different shit. But I'm still gonna take y'all for the ride for the first time in a long time. I'll see y'all around.